Oftentimes in life, we may feel hurt, we may feel pain, maybe feel just totally abandoned, especially by the ones that we love the most. And through those hard times and difficulties, we often say, God, why am I going through this? Why am I struggling? When the closest family members to you betray you, you feel like, or your spouse or loved one, they seem to go against you and you're trying to do God's will. And you just feel like you're getting beat up in every possible way. Nothing is ever going right. It seems like everything's against you. The world's against you. And once you see that you get a little bit of a break, all of a sudden you get crushed again. And you're like, God, what is going on? Why is this happening? The struggles in life that you deal with will bring the most success and strengthen your faith to the point that you'll never be able to really realize in that moment on how much stronger God is making you and how much more solid he's making your faith through those struggles. When I look at Joseph, take for instance, he gets sold out by his brothers. They wanted to kill him. Okay, your own flesh and blood, your family want to kill you, but instead they don't kill you. They sell you off as a slave. Think about the hurt, the pain as a young individual just going through that, being sold off by your own siblings. And then on top of that, you finally get a break. Okay, cool. You get in Potiphar's place and you start finding yourself advancing, only to be betrayed by Pharaoh or by Potiphar's wife, who makes a false sexual claim against Joseph. And then at that point, what does he do? He gets thrown into prison. So now he gets falsely accused of a crime he didn't even commit. And now he's sitting in prison going, okay, God, I get sold into slavery. I get totally hurt by my family. I'm betrayed by them. I go into Potiphar's house. I start advancing him, making him great wealth and making him very successful, only to get betrayed by his wife now, making up a false allegation against me. And now I'm in prison. And then while he's in prison, he interprets the dreams of the cupbearer and the baker. And you know what? He's like, hey, just remember when you get out, tell Pharaoh about me. It wasn't until 2 years later. Think about that. So he's like, oh, cool. They're going back, to see Pharaoh. They're going to be right as talking and engaging. You think he'd say something about me? The guy forgets for 2 years. So think about Joseph sitting in prison for 2 years post that going, God, am I ever going to get out of here? We wait like a month or a week and we're already like, oh my gosh, is it ever going to get better? Joseph's sitting in prison for another 2 years on a crime he didn't even commit. And he feels totally neglected. Like, what is the point right now in my life? He's probably thinking. Now, why don't you put you in that situation? Let's say you're sitting in prison because of a crime you didn't even commit. And you're like, God, why am I here? And you have to understand, God has a purpose for you. That purpose is something greater than what you ever think of. I always say when you go through the most stress, God has something extremely great for you in your life that he wants to do through you. And he's building you up to make you strong enough to be able to handle what he wants your purpose to be. Because near the end, we look at Joseph's life. And when Joseph encounters his brother, finally he gets out of prison. He interprets the dreams for Pharaoh. Pharaoh puts him second in command. The only one who is over him is Pharaoh himself. But guess what? Joseph now is in second command, the second highest in Egypt. Do you think that the stress that comes along and people second guessing what he's doing, being a leader is very difficult. Going through the hard struggles, the hard times that he did, he lost it all. He lost it all only to gain. But here's the thing. Sometimes you have to lose it all in order to understand it doesn't matter what you have. What matters most of all is God. God right in here in your heart. Do you have Yeshua in your heart? Because when you have Yeshua in your heart, when you lost everything, there's still a peace that nobody can steal from you. And the adversary is going to lie, give you anxious thoughts, tell you you're not worth enough, tell you you're a loser, tell you every single negative thing that you could possibly think of. But Yeshua sits in your heart, Jesus. And he says, no, you are my child. I made you after my own image. And I love you. I forgive you. And I'm with you through the struggle. And you're going to find out that the purpose I have for you in your life is going to be greater than what you've ever imagined. Just stay hanging on to me. Hold on to me. It's interesting because when he sees his brothers, he says to his brothers near the end when he identifies himself, he says, and now don't be worried or angry with yourselves for selling me here. because God sent me ahead of you to preserve life. He said, it wasn't you that sold me. God was the one that had a destiny and a purpose for my life. This was the destiny that he wanted because he was building me into something stronger than what I even knew I could be. And then on top of it, he says, therefore, it was not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh, lord of his entire household, and ruler over all the land of Egypt. At the very end, Jacob dies, and his brothers are thinking to themselves, oh, great, Joseph's going to have his way with us now. Here's the deal. Joseph completely forgave him. Are you holding on to unforgiveness in your life? Because if you're holding on to unforgiveness, you'll never find that peace that Yeshua has for you. Because even at the end, when his brothers are stressed out thinking, oh boy, okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to us, Joseph? Joseph specifically says this, but Joseph said to them, don't be afraid. Am I in the place of God? You planned evil against me. God planned it for good to bring about the present result, the survival of many people. Through your life, people are going to hurt you. The ones closest to you are going to hurt you. Have grace. Forgive them. Gain wisdom from it, but have grace. Love Yeshua because you don't know the destiny and the plan that he has for you. Just keep fighting. Keep staying strong. Keep praying to God. Get on your knees. Read the word. And just remember, God will never leave you or forsake you. Hang on to him. God bless you today. Have a great day. Through your struggles, whatever you have, find the peace of Yeshua through it. Because he is an amazing God and an amazing King. God bless you. Have an amazing day today. And keep up the good fight. The fight of faith. God bless.